Greetings, folks. Twin Proper here, bringing you yet another in my series. And today I want to talk about open carry do's and don'ts. Okay, now I'm sure that there has been a zillion videos about open carry do's and don'ts, but I'm going to bring this one because we have an especially pressing matter, a new House bill that's before our Senate right now. And we're hoping that this doesn't get passed. We have been lucky in the House, but we know what we're up against. We're up against the media, and let's face it, the media is the largest and most effective arm of the Democrat Party, bar none. They are basically part of the Democrat Party. And I know there's going to be a lot of people saying, that's not true. Yes, it is. So we've got the media against us, and we also have to win the hearts and minds of the public around us. And in doing so, as gun carriers, we have to make sure we represent ourselves professionally and credibly and reasonably. Now, along with that, we're going to talk about gun carry. Now, before I begin, I want you to know, and I'm going to try to make it understood, that I am a big fan of open carry. I am a big fan of gun carriers in this country. I believe in open carry. I believe that we have a right to protect ourselves, we have our right to bear arms, and we have a right to carry our protection with us in whichever manner we see fit. I do believe that. However, right now is trying times for us. We've got people, no pun intended, gunning for us left and right, trying to whittle our Second Amendment rights down until we look like England or Australia. We do not want that. We deliberately left England so that we would not look like England. We are the United States of America. That being said, we want to win the hearts and minds of the people who may be on the fence about whether or not the American people should be able to carry firearms to protect themselves and to maintain the traditions of the Second Amendment of the United States. And in doing so, we are going to have to take measures on our own to help them see that we are credible people with our firearms and that we can be trusted and that we are not the ones out there committing the crimes. I'm a big believer in open carry, but I don't think perhaps it's a very good idea to open carry AR-15s and AK-47s. I'm just going to come straight out and say that. Now, the reason I say that, and there's going to be a lot of hate generated in my comments, a lot of arguments and all this other stuff, and people, if any of you are too bad of dicks, I'm just going to kick you off. I don't want it. What I'm trying to say is my opinion, and this is only my opinion. But basically, when people look out into the streets and they see one or two guys out there, not an organized protest. Those are different. Organized protest, there's a forum for it. People are expecting it. We're trying to reach the people in a professional way that way. But when they look out into the streets and they see a couple guys walking up and down the streets, especially with video cameras so they could test the police and antagonize the police, and they see these people with, camouflage shirts and dressed like commandos walking up and down the streets with AK-47s and AR-15s, imagine you're in San Francisco or someplace out in California, because it's more likely there, and you hear that there's going to be a gay rally or something like that going on. You're thinking, okay, no big deal. Gay people don't bother me at all. They got rights and stuff. They have a right to stand up for their rights, right? And you're with your wife and kids, and you're going down the streets of San Francisco, and here comes the rally, and eventually you see this. Okay? That's basically their AR-15s and AK-47s. I'm sorry, guys, but that's about the same social weight to people that are on the fence about guns as for the people that were on the fence about homosexuality, just to carry a couple social issues. It's about the same social weight. This is not going to get the gay community taken seriously, and neither is this going to get our community taken seriously. People are going to look at that and ask if it's necessary. Now, hold your breath. I know what you're going to say. We should be able to carry when we want. However, if we want to win the hearts and minds of people and make ourselves look reasonable, that is not what we do. We don't run around carrying large semi-automatic weapons because really, I don't like to say anything like, is there a need for it? There is a need to have them, I believe, but there is no need to walk up and down the street with it. There's no need to run around testing the police. There's no need to make ourselves look like obstinate nuisances for the purpose of driving our point home. The same way there is no need for them to make themselves look like that to drive their rights home. What you're doing is you're not reaching the American people to show them that we have rights. What you're doing with both of those is you're swaying their opinion far away from your objective. You're taking them and you're throwing them away from agreeing with you. That's why you have to be mature and professional about our gun carry. If you're going to carry a firearm, wear something on your hip, be professional, carry yourself politely, don't look sloppy, make yourself look like someone that they can trust. Okay? You should be able to carry, and I know you should be able to carry whichever way you want. I agree. But if you throw them away from our cause, you're not helping us. Everybody who runs out there in the streets with AK-47s and AR-15s, you're hurting our cause. You're not helping. Okay, now, as far as this bill is concerned, get on your representatives and your senators and get them thinking the way we should be thinking, like Americans, like constitutional Americans, and tell them to uphold and defend the Constitution as they have sworn to do. Thank you very much, folks. I'm Too Improper. My email address is scrolling across the bottom of the screen as we speak right now, tooimproper@gmail.com, right? And I will answer you provided you are polite about what you have to say, and I have the time. God bless America, folks, and keep on protecting your families and yourselves and upholding the Constitution of this great country. It is the right thing to do.